6-10-3 on this season. Faced off to the right of Martin, who the Firebirds saw as a member of the Abbotsford Canucks. We'll get more on him as our broadcast continues. Here's Ty Nelson, the left point. Missed by Brouillard all the way down, so Stenska will come out and get it for the Firebirds, and he'll drop it off around the wing. Brouillard pressured a bit. Puck freed up. The pass for Robida doesn't connect. And now a race with Winterton. He'll get to it first in the right wing corner. Angles up with Alexei Hamo-Salami. Puck out to center ice. Now Brouillard back to get it. Firebirds get onside as Nyman crunched to the corner boards. Flipped out to center. Ilyana spins it on it. Always trying to break it out to center ice, but the safe play is always just guide it up the glass and get it out of the zone.
Yeah, anytime you're above the top of the circle, it's got to stay on the boards unless you've got a clean pass going across. And the Firebirds were kind of guilty of that the other night, and it cost them, and it's cost them here early in this game.
Nyman races for a puck, as does Lajoie, the former Chicago Wolf. They won a Calder Cup championship with them back in 2022. Had a lot of games with Chicago. 150 games as a member of the Wolves. This is icing against Chicago.
Have to clean up the play in their own zone so far. As a couple of plays, they've tried to chip pucks into the middle, and Chicago's done a good job of seeing that, reading it. They've intercepted a couple of them, got 2 good scoring chances off of it. One of them they've cashed in on.
Also, the Firebirds' exit strategy here involves a lot of hand-eye, which is a little tougher at sometimes.
Yeah, you kind of like tape-to-tape passes. If you can't make a tape-to-tape pass, you've got to make the safe play up the boards. And so far, they've wanted to throw it out in the middle of the ice. Yeah, you get your fact, you want to break out and attack right away, but sometimes you have to make the simple little plays.
Almost halfway through the first period, 1-0 Wolves. Ryan Winterton onside, tries to drag it down low for Jani Nyman. Never got to him. Morrison around the wing. Scott Morrow gets it on back. Out to center ice, Josiah Slavin, one man back in Nelson. Slavin on a cross. A pass over top of the net. The shot from Martel, a little too tall. Slavin back to the center point. Morrow across. One-timer tipped on goal. Stenska the save. He lunges to go get it, but can't reel it in. Nelson softly out to center ice. Will roll on its edge and be short of icing. So the first 1-0. The Wolves have the lead. Loose puck in front. Firebirds looking for it, but it's peeled away to the right side by Dominic Fensori. And this one,
afraid to play on the road. That's a big key. You got to win games on the road. You're going to be successful, and they're doing a good job of that this year.
Riley Stillman dumps it into the corner. Alice Stenska back to get it. Chipped around to the end boards. A centering feed. Broken up. Never got there from Nikita Pavlichev. You mentioned spent time in the Ontario rain. This comes to the blue line now for Stillman left point. He'll gather off the boards. Flings it around for Ty Nelson. Brouillard off the stick of Anavainen. Now Nelson with a reset for Coachella Valley. Jani Nyman guides his way through. Nyman drives to the net. Winterton, a wrist shot just wide. Lajoie keeps it moving. Winterton may change up here tonight on the third line with Brandon Byro and Jagger Fergus.
Yeah, sometimes you do put guys in different positions to try and get a little bit of a spark. And if you watch the game the other night, you're looking to create some spark on different lines instead of a one-dimensional set of scoring, and that's one way of doing it.
Onside for Coachella Valley. A shot by Nyman, shrugged aside by Spencer Martin.
Yeah, that one kind of handcuffed Martin a little bit. Again, he was very square to the puck, and it hit him right on the crest.
After a bit of a sluggish start, the Firebirds have settled down a little bit. Starting to get play going north. And here is Jani Nyman. Over the line, Ryan Winterton. Pass gets jammed off of his skate. Turned the other way. There's Josiah Slavin.
A lot of guys move from team to team. And different needs, different situations.
Settled down against the boards. Logan Morrison for the Firebirds out to center. Nyman finds the handle on it from the red line. He'll dump it on in. Martin out of his cage to get it. Jams it around the wing. Rolls free. Unger Sorum. Greeted by Winterton. Sent down Jewelers' first goal of the game.
And a pretty one at that. Really nice play by Leighton Road to tip that in the neutral zone to get that over to Ben Myers.
First AHL goal for Daniel Sprong since the 1920 season. He's with the Hershey Bears. In the NHL this year, Sprong has played 19 games, 2 goals, 3 assists for 5 points. Nadeau poked away. Firebirds get to center. Here's Morrison. Travels his way in. Jani Nyman around the boards to the right point. Wrist shot blocked down in front. Now go check it out and see what the new deals are. Great deals. I feel like you could be talked into a new car.
We're always open to a good deal.
Morrison. Pass comes across, heads up, and almost a nice catch. Nice good sign after he blocked a shot a little painfully earlier in the period. Winterton looking forward in front. Couldn't finish that one off. Comes to the near side glass. Out to center ice. Nick Sweeney. Clears the zone. 2-time NCAA champion. Nick Sweeney. Member of the University of Minnesota Duluth. Back-to-back team. Martin out of his cage to get it. There is Morrow. Feet across, high slot. Unger Storm at the blue line. Just keeps that one onside. Wrist shot tipped just wide. That was Sweeney standing right in front of the Firebirds net.
Again, if you look, the Wolves are still winning the little battles along the boards. And when they've done that, they've been able to generate some offense from it.
Byro. In behind his own cage now for Scott Morrow. As we're halfway through, here on Pride Night, brought to you by Silvercrest. 2-1 lead for the visiting Chicago Wolves in the first ever meeting between these two squads.
Yeah, it's a battle of pretty much two equals, as they both play pretty sound hockey, and it's the team that's winning the little battles right now that's on top of the game.
Morrison up ice, directed to the neutral zone. Nyman powers it back. Wrist shot that goes wide from the trailer. That was Logan Morrison. Morrison gets it back. Center point for Nelson. Nelson tries to drive that one through a sea of bodies in front. It's knocked down. Robidon edged aside by Ryan Winterton. Nelson out to center. Pass caught by Morrison. Funnels it on the backhand. Now it's Winterton. Behind the Chicago cage. Rubbed out by Morrow. Good steal by Nyman. Morrison right circle. Puts it on goal. And Martin. The second most set of straight games with a power play goal. Firebirds history. So Briard for Myers. Kicked away. This one out to center.
Yeah, good save by Martin there. And it's a Wolves penalty kill that's running overall 80.6, but only 78% on the road. So something the Firebirds can take advantage of here.
Firebirds power play on home ice has been a ton better than it's been on the road. Firebirds man advantage 11 percentage points better at 21%. At least on home ice. Here's Briard. Down low for Byro. Up it comes to Morrison. Watch Nyman here at the right circle. He'll grab the puck. Nyman. Batted out of midair, out to center ice by Chicago. The Firebirds looking for a quick re-entry here in the second period. A little tougher for the Wolves to get some bodies off. Byro feeds it down low. Myers in front. Save made by Martin. Chicago gets it out to center ice. The stretch pass doesn't come out for Austin Wagner. Now Steska in some trouble. Rolls in front. Good shoulder by Morrison. Now Coachella Valley. Some speed through center ice. They begin to change as we're 1:10 into the Coachella Valley power play.
A whole different hockey game at 2-2.
So Coachella Valley in a very well played second period, comparatively to their first period. And the tying tally. Here's Myers for Coachella Valley. And behind the net, he'll circle against the half boards. Myers moves up top. Lifts to the cage. Martin.
Yeah, and a much better period than the first period. And again, they've gone to that shoot first mentality, which I really like.
Winterton looking for Lajoie, just out of his reach as we're approaching the final minute of the second period. Firebirds and Wolves are tied at 2. Offside as Myers has gone down to the line with Nyman and Winterton, where Logan Morrison started the game. Fleury for Coachella Valley in behind his own net. Wrist shot, that one. It came off the boards from Robida, but it was blocked down in front. Myers for Winterton. Trying to guide it on in as Myers shoved away by Pavlichev. Pavlichev blows a tire. Nyman works on him as Winterton trying to get it back to the point with 23 left in the period. Lajoie knocked away by Gunler. Here is Winterton. Right circle, Myers, high slot. Bouncing puck in his skates. Tries to roll it down low. Intercepted by Pavlichev for Justin Robida. And that will just about do it for this second period. A very solid middle 20 for Coachella Valley. They outshot the Wolves. And what a way to start this third period for Coachella Valley.
Yeah, nice play in the defensive zone, and then Leighton Road takes off with a burst of speed. And Daniel Sprong, realizing it's an odd man rush, does a great job of catching up and getting himself in a position to be able to get that pass.
Sprong second in the game, his third point as well. And those two really complement each other. The speed of Road and the skill of Sprong.
It's a great combination. And again, Sprong has an extra burst of speed if he wants it. Some type of moving pucks around and getting some opportunities. You'd like to see that continue here.
It's McCormick behind the net. Fergus, Winterton, Fleury, and Sprong join him. Fleury shot tipped towards the cage. Bounces wide. Winterton, broken stick for a Wolf. He gets a new one for the bench. And with a fresh twig, it's Ryan Suzuki who clears it out to center ice. And now short-handed. Nice stick by Fleury. Able to wrap Austin Wagner up. Firebirds reset. Power play streak on the line. 6 straight games with a power play goal for the Firebirds. Here is Sprong working his way in. 2 goals already in the game. He'll flip it to the front of the net. Intercepted and cleared by Chicago.
And again, it's the entries. They can get that clean entry, which is what they did the last power play. Get some zone time. They did a pretty good job of setting things up, but they've got to be able to get that clean entry in to do it.
Burkus trying to hold it against the boards. Seeley spins it the other way. Firebirds get their first change of this power play halfway through. Again, brought to you by Spotlight 29 Casino. Sprong bounces it through center ice. Long shift for him. Hits it past the blue line. The Wolves clear it. Alex Stezka drops it off for Nick Brouillard. 41 left on the Firebirds' man advantage. Brouillard through center. Here's Ben Myers in over the line. Right side for Logan Morrison. In front, Nyman shoots, he scores! Once again, Jani Nyman, a power play goal. Make that now 7 straight games with a goal in the man advantage. It's a 4-2 lead for Coachella Valley.
Yeah, it's some great passing, a great entry there. If you watch the entry, great entry by Myers. A couple of great passes, and Jani Nyman makes no mistake. You give him an opportunity like that. The Firebirds have done a great job of turning this game around and being the aggressors.
Wolves get on side. Suzuki with a backhander over top of the net. Here is Morrow down the right wing. Got it from Fensori. Nice play by Fleury. Lajoie turns it over behind the net. Shoved it over top of the cage. In tight by Austin Wagner. Pitchforked out to center ice. And it lands right at the feet of Dominic Fensori. Morrow now. Feeds it around. Getting chased is Fensori by Jani Nyman. Time he's getting close to the puck. The fans are letting him hear it.
Yeah, they're not going to let him off the hook at all tonight. And it would have been interesting to see if Pavlichuk didn't come back and block that shot. If that had floated in the net, how the reception would have been.
This one dances wide. Here is Fensori. Shot towards the cage. Face-off win for the Wolves. Shot blocked down in front. Goes to the front of the cage instead. 7:57 to go, third period. Fensori gloves it down. Left circle, shot blocked by Fleury, and now Winterton. It's out to center ice for Jani Nyman. Nyman at the blue line. Bounces it on net. Spencer Martin right in the middle of everything. The goaltender for Chicago. Now off the face-off, a good chance for Ryan Winterton. And he hears the boos rain down from the Firebirds fans here at Acrisure Arena.
Yeah, they're definitely involved, and they found a new public enemy #1 in Spencer Martin. A good win by Myers and a good shot on goal that forces Martin to have to make a good stop.
One broken up against the boards. Nyman trying to cut down the wing. This one comes out to center. Joie tries to work his way through. At the blue line, it is handled by Seeley. Pavlichev in behind the net. Swung aside by Ben Myers. Up the right wing boards, Robida. Turned up the ice the other way by Jani Nyman. Flipped on goal by Winterton. And you guessed it, Spencer Martin played the puck. This one on goal. Stopped by Martin. He'll knock it to the corner. It's funny, here's a good guy, so you gotta embrace it, I guess.
Yeah, he's kind of embraced himself right now. And for the next 2.5 minutes, he'll still be public enemy #1.
Myers trying to get to the front of the net. He's knocked aside. Nyman, right point for Fleury. Bobbled it a bit. Moves it down the wing, though. Winterton handles for Coachella Valley. Centering feed. A couple of bodies go sprawling. Myers shoots. That one knocked down in front. Rebound gathered back by the Wolves. Center ice. Here comes Robida. Robida almost stepped into the shoulder of Winterton. Shot by Gunler, goes wide. Firebirds clear it out of the zone, and it goes into the benches out.